don't get no break. You don't get no break. Go ahead, bro.
Welcome back, friends and family. You with the guys. Respect the times. We got
That's just Pat. Cam.
Clay.
Oh.
And it's your boy Bug. A negative Bug, I guess.
Cause my
Oh.
I'm like Metal Mario or something right now.
It down. It was different.
Yeah, it was
Or
different.
like negative flash.
Mm-hmm.
Negative.
That's what
Reverse
it's called?
flash.
Oh, reverse flash.
Like the white Air
You know what I
Force
mean.
versus the black Air Force.
You know what I meant, man. Opposite.
Whoa, what we yelling about today, fellas?
We don't yell, sir.
That's the term, you know.
I speak loud.
Yeah.
I don't talk loud.
Talk with passion.
Nigga be lying, dog.
All the time. Only on the court when I get animated. It just
Oh
so
yeah,
funny,
you can get like him.
Who? Oh, nigga don't get like that.
What is it? The blue? He get.
Come on.
Oh, it don't come out, but when they do, it come out.
I'll be quiet, man.
That nigga like Tim Duncan.
But
Yeah, for
he
real.
he snap if it's somebody absolutely like atrocious on the court. He be like, he can't help it. He be like, yeah, you tripping.
Yeah, so it comes down to I can't take it no more.
Yeah. It's deep.
I can't take
I'm
it.
done all I've done.
Yes. All right, what you said? What we yelling or screaming?
Yeah,
What's it?
well, what's the topic for the
What's
day?
the topic?
Because I can't say no.
Well, you can't.
No,
do
you
that,
can.
right?
Yeah,
Apparently,
yeah,
you can.
yeah.
Apparently, we got to censor.
Yeah.
Certain
See,
words we can't say.
He said, "What does yelling mean?"
Right. The topic we had on the top of the thing. Hey, work this, man. 'Cause I can't see nothing. Yeah, because
You can't see who's coming in?
No, I can't even see anything. The
You need
topic
glasses?
of the day. Boom, there you go. See, you gotta get the smart people involved.
Geek Squad?
Yeah, gotta get the smart people involved.
Nah, he just old.
The topic of the day is.
Let me try about that.
It is. Topic of the day is what is failure? Like failure, that word. Like, we could get the Webster's. What's the Webster's? What's the Webster's for failure? Like the dictionary.
Nah,
Man, I
What do
would
you
have
think it
activated.
is?
I just know
Failure
he
is
be
not me.
activated.
Not you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Failure is
In certain things. Yeah.
What you mean? I think failure is subjective though.
to lose.
That's what I'm saying, but what is it? To lose,
It's
to
not-
not be successful.
Yeah, that's what it
To
says.
not win, right? To not win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
To not win?
Yeah.
Or
you failed.
Not win. Yeah.
it's a noun. Let my dog.
It's a
Let my
noun.
dog read it.
Okay.
First
Go
off, read it, Alex.
Damn.
It's a noun.
Alejandro.
Why he called
Alex,
you Alex?
No.
From Oh, Jeopardy.
No.
Oh,
From Jeopardy.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Tyrone.
See, I didn't know about that.
Tyrone
That's not,
Trebek?
that's not the new Jeopardy host. So
Who is
you
it?
already list some guy named Matt.
No, stop thinking about that nigga. It's Alex forever, man.
Okay.
Why that nigga mad?
Yeah.
Alex forever, man.
Go ahead.
It's a noun.
Mm-hmm.
Lack of success. Okay. An economic policy that is doomed to failure, or the omission or expected or required action, the failure to comply with the basic rules,
Okay. So failure is just like, so it's a negative thing.
the action or state of not functioning.
Yeah. So it's a negative thing. So basically, when a person says you're a failure or this is failure,
It's an insult. You have the right to put hands on them.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Because I might be a fave, but I'm successfully beat your ass.
Violence not always the answer.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's not always, but sometimes
Sometimes
it
it
is.
is.
You
I
could
fuck
be.
with Malcolm X.
Yeah.
I got a poster coming. That boy peeking out the window with the AK.
Yeah, that was a tough poster. I like that. No, but I think when people think of the word failure, it's like, I think failure gotta mean you finished. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like you're done.
You quit.
Yeah, like, I think that's what I consider
doing
failure.
Defeated.
Yeah, because if you say that the game is over, you lost, failure in the game.
You were defeated.
In the game.
Yeah.
But if people say, do you believe you, like a person, you're a failure. It's like, I'm not dead. I'm not finished. I'm not done. You know what I'm saying? I still got more to do. So how you gonna say I'm a failure?
And like they say, you can lose the battle, but not the war.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's much of a time thing for me. Like, you know,
You can't be a failure till you're dead.
and then
Whoa.
then they could look at your life.
Not
Not
necessarily.
necessarily.
Not
I wouldn't even
necessarily.
say till you're dead, but till you're done doing whatever you're doing.
Right.
Like until say you're a basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
When you retire, you could assess. All right, was
My
I a
career.
failure? Was my career a failure, or was it a success
Mm-hmm.
compared to
Nah.
whatever you had laid out? Not
Failure
even
make
whatever-
diamonds.
I thought,
It's
I
an
thought that was
essential
pressure.
thing.
I thought it was pressure, but did you say
Failure is needed.
But I think if you make it to any professional level, how is that you're a failure?
They don't think
you
of it
make
like
to
that.
the league, you can't be a failure.
But they don't think that if they ain't get a ring.
I mean, necessarily.
I mean, man,
We think that we broke.
you're a success. You make it to the league. You know how many people don't make it to the league?
For real.
A lot.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, of course you didn't fail. But like, for instance, say you was LeBron James, and they said, "Hey, you're supposed to be the next one." Like,
Don't put all that pressure on me.
hey, that wasn't his choice. Them boys
I
said,
understand you, but
"Hey, that 15-year-old nigga right there, that's the next one," and they just gave it to him. And say he came into the NBA and played 2 horrible seasons and.
But listen,
Retired.
I just look at it like if you
You
make
would say
it
that would've been a
to any
failure.
professional sports level, there's no way you can be a failure because you know how many people like in high school, how many people make it to the league? Like
I ain't gonna
going
lie.
out of
My high
college?
school, I know about
No,
3
wait,
people
even-
probably.
my bad, not even high school, but out of college. How many people make it to the league?
Oh man.
It's only like 450
it's
people in the
5%.
league.
Yeah.
And how many colleges is?
That boy always yelling that
Exactly.
number. He
So
always
you
yelling
can't-
that
you-
number.
You can't be a failure if you make it to the league. no
Okay,
matter-
so then you got to understand, it's not really that you're a failure because of your accomplishment to get to the league. What they're trying to say is you might be a failure in the league. You might have didn't succeed
Ain't
in the
compared-
league.
Ain't that what kind of why KD did what he
But
did?
most people who saying you're a failure is
He wanted the ring real bad.
a critic. They
Yeah,
didn't even get to-
that what most of the time they is though. Haters.
You know, I didn't even see the whole thing, but I love how JJ Redick went off on Stephen A. and Buddy. Like, I could tell you niggas never played
Yeah.
professional.
He always be doing that.
You a reporter.
Always be doing
Well,
that.
you a reporter.
They hate him for that, and that's why he's stuck on that show. 'Cause
Yeah.
he goes back at him. I like it.
I feel like that's true.
I honestly agree with the grand scheme of it. Almost like what Giannis was saying when
Yeah,
he
he
said
made
the
a
other
big
day.
speech
I love
about
that. I love that part.
Yeah, he
Because
did.
yeah, you're not a failure, but you do have expectations for yourself.
Mhm.
So in this portion, like this chapter of this race, you failed.
Mhm.
You got another chapter coming up
Mhm.
to redo it, like
'Cause
like
what-
almost
yeah.
like at work.
Yeah, he brought up work. He was
Like you go to work, you like, oh, I'm working hard to try to get this promotion. Somebody else might get that promotion before you. Like somebody you don't know, hey, we gave it to this guy. It's like, all right. At that point, do you say, all right, fuck it, I don't want to do it no more? Because then you would be the failure. Or you go back to work the next day and like, all right, fuck it, I'm back at the grind. I'm finna go back in.
Yeah, he went back at the reporter. He asked the reporter.
He switched it. He turned the table
Yeah,
on
he
his
turned
ass.
the table on his
Like,
ass. He said,
that's what you got?
Then he said Jordan. He brought up Jordan. He was
Yeah.
like, so he trying to tell me Jordan won 6 times the championship.
Yep.
So the other nine seasons
Yeah.
were failures, and they were like, no.
He wanted them. They like,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
little
yeah.
common sense.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
He got some common
They like
sense.
that.
He
They
know a
like
little
that.
something.
All right, Sierra says hi. Aliette says, hey guys. Ruth Roberts says, good evening,
What's
gentlemen
good?
again.
Ain't nothing gentle about me.
Nothing.
No.
Okay,
I'm a whole
so-
thug out here.
All right,
But no, I'm not a thug anymore. I got my license fixed. I'm a law-abiding
You
citizen.
ain't riding dirty. You said that last week.
I'm gonna say that
That
every
way
week.
Every
feeling
week.
good.
It's been
Shit,
forever, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It be like that.
All I think about when I think of the word failure is a mind state.
Yeah.
That's
It
definitely
is
what
like-
it is. That's definitely what
yeah,
it
it's
is.
just basically a word that if you apply it to your living, it's mental. But if you apply it to like someone could say, like the car, had system failure. Okay, that's different. You use the word for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you apply it to actual day-to-day living and how we operate, you have another chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
got another
That's why I
chance.
said
So
I'm
you
not
really-
really be considered a failure.
So if you got to be specific. Like this game we played, did you win? No, so you failed to win. Yeah, okay, but there's another game.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We could get the next one, and that's what people don't really be trying to like understand.
Hey man, these humans be out here just
They're trying to tear you down. dog.
A failure make you crash out
Yeah,
and don't even
If you
ain't
weak.
even realize. Yeah, if you weak,
Yeah.
if you weak,
And-
if you
but those-
alone.
and I could say this very very openly that the way how life and the way how society is going now, that word, because of social clout, because of status, because of your publicity and wanting people to like you, that word failure is bigger nowadays. Because if a person comes out of high school and they didn't get the job they wanted, they feel like they were a failure.
No.
If a person, I'm
That's how
just
they
saying, that's
feel.
how they feel.
Yeah.
Where in actuality, I could go back to something. I'm gonna go back to something with Cam, for example, and we look back and laugh at it now, talking about prom. Remember prom? That was if the way how Cam envisioned prom in his mind, he wanted it to go this way. If it didn't go that way,
We had a plan.
he would. Yes, of course, you had a plan.
Boy, when I tell you I came with the A to like, boy, listen, this how we
That
do
was
it.
a part of growing up, boy. He had to learn.
This is where we at.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
how much it's gonna cost.
Exactly.
This is how much
You had
this
it
gonna cost.
broken down. But see, if it didn't go the way that you wanted it to go, you think it's a failure. Like, yo, what I wanted to do didn't happen. Doesn't mean there's not an option B or option C
Yeah.
that might even work out better for you. But most people like look at things like that. Like, if it's not going the way I want it to go, it's a failure. And you got to understand that, no, man, we could always tweak things
Yeah.
left and right. You know
Take
what I'm saying?
another route.
Exactly. And then
Right.
that's the good thing of having more logical thinking people around you that can make you see that instead of you just being tunnel visioned into that one way that you want to think. We got a good fella on the show, Cosimo Goido.
What's good?
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, that's what it is. Ciao,
That's
Bella.
when you leaving, I think.
That's when-
I don't know how you say good
He
morning.
puts what's up, good topic today. People in the well, timers, my bad, in the chat room.
Timers.
Big timers.
Big
man.
timers.
Yeah.
We changed it. When did we change it to big
I
timers?
don't know.
It wasn't big timers.
Doing stuff.
It's,
Christ, bro. I had me thinking that y'all.
I like
meeting
big
But
timers.
y'all don't be at the meetings.
Cap.
Y'all don't
Big
be at
times.
the team meetings. It's just be me by myself.
gotta
Yeah,
be.
look like it.
I'm like, who came
I
up with
wonder
this?
who you be
Yeah, I'm
with.
like,
You know
you
what
must
it
have
is?
a whole nother squad.
Y'all just failed to show up.
Yo, okay, he'd be a failure to
Yeah,
show up.
yeah.
Failure to what? Be present. He put every time laughing. What I'm thinking about, like, the young generation coming out of high school, coming out of college, going for new job careers. You know what I'm saying? That word right there is actually the word that puts them in a little bit of fear. Because it's like, man, I don't want my family to think I'm a failure. You see what I'm saying? I don't want.
You think this generation care about that?
It's just in a different way.
Honestly,
With their moms and dads and cousins.
That'd be in a
'Cause remember,
different way.
the
Go ahead.
first thing that uncles and aunts, and I don't like it. Where you going? What college you going to? What you finna like?
See, with
they
us,
be
it was a little
preaching that.
different.
And you be like, yo, why are you putting that kind of pressure? Now the person feel like they must go to a D1 school in order to be a success.
Yeah.
Where you can go to a community college,
Save your
Get
bread.
those-
That was a big thing in high school.
get that, or what are you saying? If you don't go to a community, if you don't go to a college, you're considering yourself a failure. So you saying your mom and dad are failures?
Mind you,
See
get
what
the
I'm saying?
same
Like,
degree.
Think about that.
You know, you get
Your
the,
mom and
the
dad.
same A, and you can switch.
Moms and dads in today's time didn't go to college.
I don't.
So what you saying? Failure?
Anybody that's taper went to college.
Well, I did a
I
semester.
did a semester.
I did too.
Dang, so it's just me.
Yeah.
I'm a motherfucking failure. Yeah.
Sound like you saved your money to me.
Hey,
It sound like it saved your money to me.
But what did I
made
say?
money.
But what did I
I
say?
didn't.
The first part of the conversation about this was
Boy,
it's
paid
when
me
it's
to-
over. You can still go to college. You can still go to college. You can
No.
still go to college.
Really?
You can still
Right.
get what's the name? Just got his
Ray Allen.
Ray
Ray
Allen.
Allen. Yeah, I just
got
seen
it
Ray Allen.
today.
You
Yeah,
got
he
30
just
years.
got it.
Hey, KD got his shit too, ain't it?
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So it's no failures, man.
Yeah,
It's
that's why I say I don't know. I say that's why I say that word is subjective.
Why do you go to school?
Honestly, I went to. That's the only
Hoopers.
reason I went to college.
You said, why do they go to
Ball?
school?
Yeah.
Nah, my
For the
mom.
girls. That's an
My
accomplishment.
mama.
Yeah, I guess.
Say again? I ain't
Say for his
The
mom.
only
He went to college
reason
for
I
his
went
mom.
to like college was because my mama. Like that.
Get your
that's-
education, man.
Yeah, Manny says get your education.
I went because my dogs was going.
I went to the school of hard knocks.
Oh, I'm not.
That's how they
Listen,
taught you.
I don't speak
Act
down
proud.
on getting an education,
Hard
but
files.
I would say get
See
an
what I did,
education
buddy?
in something.
Yeah, that'd be the biggest thing. You gotta go for what you want to go for.
Okay, so
School can be a joke.
Yeah,
okay,
college
well,
is for
here-
everybody. man.
here's a different perspective on this now. You got Manny saying get your education. Then Tony Isaac says college isn't for everybody. Angelica says, hi guys, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Tony Isaac also put you can still go to college and learn and not get your degree. So in other words, you can learn, didn't get your degree, and still be a success.
I don't know.
about that.
I don't know about
Bruce
that.
Robert, but I recommend a trade if school is not for you.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
usually the best route to go, in my opinion. In my opinion. In my
I mean,
opinion.
trade stocks.
No,
No, like
a
one
plumber,
team.
Yeah,
like
like
that.
that one ain't answering.
Yeah, that's how you get traded. That's the
Yeah,
only
you go
like,
from one team to another.
like how LeBron didn't get traded.
Never.
He was a free
Never.
He do the trade in.
Calm down.
He do the trade
Calm
in.
down. Boy, you can tell them Laker fans. Calm down.
Traded, nigga.
Now trade schools,
They still have those?
yeah, but you know there's a time when you were taught these things in high school.
Yeah.
Wood shop.
Wood shop, metal
Mechanics.
shop,
I have
home
mechanics.
economics.
Y'all
Like,
was
nigga,
vibing.
what? Like these sound. I would sign up for these.
I had one class.
Elective.
I had
know,
You
a
had to take two.
I'm
Yeah, you
signing
had
up for
to.
these
You
shit.
had. They were required. So you couldn't say I don't want to. You had to pick either wood
Damn,
shop,
dog.
metal
Now that
shop,
I'm thinking-
or home economics.
I took a couple trades in
Nigga, we
high
had-
school, and I
Spanish,
I'm a-
PE.
Those were
JRTC
kind of-
electives.
You had to do them too.
Oh.
But you only could do them one. You only had to do them one time.
I was in an engineering class.
You had
Oh,
to
yeah?
do Spanish, or
Yeah.
if
They
you want to
didn't do
get
nothing for
into
me.
college, you got to do it a year or two.
The trade
Yeah.
earns.
I
Ruth
did
put the
Spanish
trade
twice.
earns you more money than a degree. Okay, that's-
They get you. I know a dude, boy. He just
said
did.
1950 classes.
He just did his little.
Oh, you talking about us?
He just did a little AC thing. That boy making some cheddar, boy. One of my dogs.
And Luna says hi.
Glee. It do work though. It definitely work.
Hola, because I think she's Hispanic. If her name Luna, that means you're Hispanic,
There's a
right?
black lady there.
You see that?
Oh, you-
Oh, you see
I
that?
know
Oh,
a
you,
black
they got
lady named
pictures?
Luna. And
Oh,
they,
yeah.
you know, most people don't care to make a profile picture.
Yeah. Tony
For
Isaac,
YouTube.
Isaac also put they only had PE at Cent.
Central, he means.
He only went to PE.
That's only
They-
class he passed?
Tell
But they
that
had
to a
cooking.
doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah, they
Tell
had
him
cooking there.
I guess saying that the trade can make more money than a degree. He's saying tell it to a doctor or.
I was about to say I don't know about no doctor, but you know that's a little different.
Wait a
though.
minute.
Yeah, that ain't no 4
Yeah.
years or nothing new. You going to school for about 10 years.
And the amount of time that you go,
Doctors
It-
are overrated.
I don't know
It
about-
balances out, and not
I
all
didn't say
lawyers,
Put
not
some
all
Robitussin
lawyers
on that
make
shit,
money
man.
like that. First off, I would say.
Hey, ain't we just learn about that with
What's
Shorty in the YSL
We
case?
seen some the little Young Thug and them. A couple of them got
Free
public
Thugger.
attorneys, and they say that case is supposed to take from a year to 2 years.
Uh-huh.
So you only get paid per case as a public attorney because you can't take multiple cases at a time because you work for the state. They get paid $40,000 a year. I mean $40,000.
A case?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one case. This case is gonna be on for a year or
Yeah.
two. So you telling me for the next
You
year or
stuck
two?
with
I
that
gotta
one check of
They
40?
what they doing?
Public
OnlyFans.
defenders?
They doing
That-
OnlyFans and Chick-fil-A.
No, I don't motherfuckers be having more than one case.
No, what they
Public
do,
defenders?
but
that case is gonna be a year long, and they could only.
He's saying if he's stuck with the one case for a long time, that he's
No, that's what they're petitioning.
that what
At-
them boys
at the moment,
complaining about.
they-
There's
they-
a couple of them complaining about that with
I
that
never knew
case.
that
Because-
because them motherfuckers coming up with all that shit and be
Yeah,
like,
they
what's,
do.
What's your name?
What? Hey,
what you
falling, dropping papers, don't know name.
But this is a case with, I would say about 20
well,
something different people.
Here we go.
Oh.
Cosimo, go read though. Public defenders definitely underpaid. That's what my dog going to school for.
And
Hey,
teachers, and
Come on,
teachers,
now, I know a little something.
and
man.
teachers.
Public defender?
Well, not public defenders.
No,
but-
you go ahead. You're going to school for law.
We
Oh,
we gonna
look,
need
time
that.
out, time out. Everybody,
He said public defender.
what we need from you
Cause
guys
he
to do
nice.
right now. No, we gotta.
What we need?
We need them to hit the like button.
I'm about to say,
you don't
hit the
like
lights.
button, you're a motherfucking failure.
Yeah,
the
yeah. Hit the like button for us real quick, guys. We want to get a little bit more traffic on our page. Ruth also wrote, Manny, if you decide school is for you, I encourage that. But as an educator, I
Okay.
see where some of my students struggle with school at the elementary level. So for them, 4-year college may not work for them.
Look at my dog.
Oh, she a teacher.
Yeah,
That's
she
why
teacher.
she's so
Yeah.
understanding.
That's why,
Yeah,
that's
come on,
why
bro.
she use punctuation and
You don't
stuff
see
like
that commas?
Come
I
on,
think
man.
I saw a
Boy,
comma.
them things, it's a break
I
now.
saw a period and a comma there.
Comma mean
Come on,
pause.
man.
And next week is Teacher Appreciation Week.
Oh no. We
Don't
ain't
they
doing
get like a
that.
week off? Or,
I give up. Tell her come by get a
She
bagel.
put thank a teacher.
Come by get a bagel,
Come
man.
by get a bagel.
Yeah, if you come by my spot, I'll get you some sandwiches.
You gonna pay for them?
I'll get her through the line.
I said, like, get him.
She come to Einstein, I'm giving her a dozen bagels.
A dozen bagels?
A dozen.
You heard it.
That's
You heard it.
That's my
Hey,
dog.
see that?
Just
Hey,
start yelling at on
my
camera
dog.
and get investigated.
Better go holler at me. What's that, a dozen?
Shut him down.
It's me, man. I run stuff, man, and I ain't going to college.
No, but see, that's the thing. When you think about what she just said, there's some people that their hands are their tools.
That
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So yes, you could say he can build things, but could he go and finish a degree to be an architect?
Could
Probably
he?
not. But could he be a contractor that works for a contracting company?
That hey,
Absolutely.
no cap.
You know what I'm saying? He could get paid buku money.
That's what they say about me.
I just look at it like, as long as you're working in
She said send her the address, please.
16840 Collins Avenue.
Why he drunk?
He's a fan.
Hey,
Is he a fan?
Blur that out.
What is it? I don't understand you guys.
Get up, let it up.
Y'all gotta listen, man. I got a driver's license now. I am a law-abiding citizen. I don't break any more
Hey,
laws.
you say
bro.
I wild my eyes,
What
guy.
you
I'm
mean?
like, whoa.
Can't do that.
I'm the manager. I can do what I want to do.
my Lord.
That's not the address. He was pretending.
Nah, I don't lie. I don't lie anymore either.
Oh my gosh.
So
brother,
come
you
through,
cannot
come
do
through.
that.
this.
You cannot do that.
That's advertising,
Hey,
baby.
dude,
It
I
is.
take this.
Oh,
thing
you
off.
want so you want people to come to your spot?
Yes.
Got you.
They asked me that one day too. I was chilling.
Nah,
they
you
was
ain't got
like,
no rank.
they said, "How you,
You ain't
make
got no
money?"
rank, man.
I'm telling you, I held my hands up like this.
Okay.
Said, "Pass me a knife."
That's my dog.
You know the rest.
That's what
I ain't gonna say
My
what
dog
else.
said he
Fruit
and with
ninja.
sister hands.
Oh, he a fruit ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I look at it like, as long as you doing whatever you got,
That
you
game
working,
was so
and
loud.
you taking care of
I-
your family, how can you be
yeah.
considered a failure?
No count.
If what now?
But
Say it.
everybody
you
don't think
working
like
and you
that.
taking care of your family,
Oh no.
how
No,
can you be
impossible.
considered a failure?
Unless your family, to them, if they're ignorant, they might look and want
You know what?
certain things.
If I'm in my house and I'm taking care of everything, you call me up like, get your pussy ass out.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You the ops.
You're gonna have to leave.
I think you can still be a failure in that.
How so?
Because I think everybody got a potential that they can reach, and I feel like if you're not at least trying to get there,
Live your dreams.
that would be a failure. Like even as a dad taking care of a household,
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's there's still boundaries to push. That's not like, boom, this is plateau. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like there's
I
still
get what you're saying.
Okay.
ways to grow yourself. Like you don't, not necessarily financially, you have to grow, even though maybe you can or can't, whatever the situation is. But
Mhm.
just growing in general, like I still feel like there's
more.
yeah, there's always
Listen, I get it all the time from people, but you got to be strong-minded. But I get it all the time. People, oh, you should do this. You should be more like this. You should. I see you doing this.
What?
I said no.
I feel like you got it going on.
No,
though. I mean,
you
y'all
got-
boys in y'all bag at the job and doing you.
But see,
YouTube.
to everyone, they look at it like everyone's perspective of that is differently, and people will they won't have an expectation high for themselves, but will sit there and put a huge
You
one
on
on you.
you. You
You know
talking
what I'm
about
saying? Like they'll sit there and be like, I'm straight, but you.
I get that though.
You know what
I
I'm
get
saying?
that. I
You
get that
can
with
do
the
this.
show.
Yeah.
When people be watching the show, they be like, "Man, y'all should do this. Y'all should do that."
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
that was like when somebody
Appreciate
see
you.
somebody
Thank
see me at work. You should be in the NBA. I'm like, bro,
Well,
you see one person that they say that all the time.
All the time.
They say that all the time.
why they say that?
I'm tall.
He's tall.
Are you?
Yes. T. Taylor said, "Hey fellas, no, you get."
So
I
you think
get
you
that
should
a
be
lot.
in the NBA?
Bro, that's actually annoying hearing that. I'm like, bro, I'm cutting the steak
So
right
what you
now.
gotta do when somebody comes to you? You need to slap them.
Okay,
That's
the
not
last
trying.
person got me hot. Like,
Yeah.
bro, come on, bro, shut
Yeah,
up.
and they just act like just cause you're tall, you supposed to.
Yeah,
be.
yeah. I'm like, bro, what if I wanted to do something else?
Yeah, you want to go to the NBA? Let's go there.
Let's
Like,
go
it's
there.
easy. Where's the building? Where's the
right.
Sign me up.
Point me there. Give me. You got application?
Yeah,
Nothing
if you
about
got,
that.
if you got an application,
Bro,
I'll
them
take
boys-
the part-time NBA
That
job.
boy be
Yeah.
preaching to you like you don't hear that already.
Yeah, but I understand what you mean. Like people will drop that expectation, or you might still, based on, like I said, the fear of failure. That's what I think is really huge. The fear of failure. Guys will do things or not do things to make them as successful because of the fear of failure. And the reality, like I said, it's a mindset. So it's like if you basically understand that you need to you need to fail sometimes to get better. You need to fail sometimes to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's
earlier.
true.
Try something like we always bring things back to sports and stuff. If you out there and you want to practice on your mid-range jump shot and you shooting it and you missing, right? Most people will say stop shooting it. Right? They'll tell you to stop shooting it. That's saying accept failure right now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Accept it that you can't do that. But to some person, they'll say, okay, when no one's around, I'll put in some work, and then I'm gonna keep shooting that damn shot. You know what I'm saying? But if you fall into that, and this is what I said society will do to you, they'll just kind of tell you, don't do it anymore. If you ain't
big on that, bro.
Bro, why don't you stop?
Do something else.
Yeah, do something else. Why don't you try something? It's like, bro, if you really, this is what I say. I always want my friends, my teammates, my crew to do what they're more comfortable with to look better. You know what I'm saying? But if you came up to me one day and said, hey, listen, man, this is what I want to start doing. Now, I can tell you, if you're going to do that to harm our team, slow down on that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But what I can say to you, if you want to be able to do that, let's put in some work. You know what I'm saying? You put in that work and you end up being that type of person, and next thing you know, you're that. I could just say that I'm a testimony for that, because when I played ball, I never wanted to shoot the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just felt like that ain't me, and everybody's gonna be like, yo, why is this dude shooting? And that was a liability. I just played defense. And then as time went on, I just practice. And
Practice?
yeah, you gotta do that.
See what Clay said.
Our boy used to be outside for like 4 hours, at least 3-4 days out the week.
The boy be like, when the boy be hooping in the league, say all the best dudes practice more than the other ones.
Okay, think about it. When you put everybody, I say this at work too for training people. You want to get better. You want to get promoted. You're gonna have to put in work when everybody else ain't.
Yeah.
So if everyone's getting trained within an 8-hour frame in work with me, like say you're working with me right now and I'm training you, you got that 8 hours, or not even a full 8 hours. You got about 45 minutes or less to learn something from me on the job, right? But let's say you finished, your job is done, and you say, okay, boom, hey, show me some stuff now. It's my time.
Yeah.
I ain't on your time. Show me something that I can learn. Most people be like, nah, I'm not doing that, because you got to pay me to learn.
Yeah.
Right? But you think about
people that get passed up.
Exactly. You think about the practice, the guy at like a basketball practice again. The whole squad is doing their practice from 8 to 9. Everybody did their same drills. Everybody ran up and down the court, shot the ball or whatever. And then now practice is over, and then 1 or 2 kids say, "Coach, can we stay behind and get a little?"
Or you
bit
get
more?
that earlier.
But said I ain't done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you
They
get
just
that
say
earlier.
that about like all the, like with COVID, they be like,
But it's your
They
time.
said that boy was in there with a sling.
hour, 2 hours early.
Tripping.
And that's how you normally see the ones that end up being exceptional. And those people, it's hard for them to fail, because they already done saw success. You know how many times Kobe saw him making that shot?
I'm about to say.
He probably saw that 6,000 times
No
in the
cap.
driveway or in the gym. This is why they gonna come at me. I'm gonna lean this way and I'm gonna shoot a bitch like that. You know what I'm saying? He done seen that, and when he get in the game, they're like, "Oh, what a shot!" That man seen that shot
been doing it.
7,000 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no big deal to him. None at all. So, what else y'all got with failure, brother? Hit me with something. What was the last thing you felt like you failed at? How about that? Here we go.
The last thing I failed at,
You felt like you failed at.
I don't never feel like I failed.
You never feel like you failed?
I'm
No?
just like, that's they lost.
Who, me?
What about you?
What I failed at? Actually, a couple hours ago,
Mm.
I should have just been a bigger person about a certain situation. That's
Okay.
it.
And you argue with somebody?
Yeah, let somebody press my buttons a little bit and spoke back. I should have
Ooh.
just bossed up.
Ooh,
Walked off.
that just brought on a real good topic.
Mm-hmm.
Relationship failure.
Dang.
God damn.
Dang. You got
The
me.
relationship failure that come from
God damn.
not sharing enough.
That's a huge one. When someone say, "Have you ever been in a successful relationship?" and you got a single person saying yes, you're lying, because you're not in it right now.
Because if it was
Successful,
successful,
you
would
still be
in
in
it.
it. Exactly. So when you think of a person
Hey
that
man, that's it, man. I don't want
you
to talk
done,
no
you
more.
know,
Boy, it hurt. That shit hard, boy.
I don't want to talk no more, man.
So
That
when
nigga
you
doing
think
too much
about
today.
it, you think about it, failure could be, like I said, it ain't over. So it's always time
Yeah,
to.
there you go.
Yeah. See, come on, brother.
Half full.
I'm a
Half full,
patch
baby.
it up.
Half full,
I'm
baby.
gonna patch it up. It ain't over. So you could basically look at it as, you know what, at this moment, like we ain't, you know, things ain't right, but we moving forward. But failure in a relationship, that's what make a lot of people don't commit. Because they think about the failure already. That's why I said the thought of failure makes people scared.
One of my dogs was like that.
I don't think you could be. Well, I don't know. In a relationship, I don't think it's a failure unless you done killed them.
And that might not even be a failure. If they be blowing up places or something, you might not.
Unless you don't choke that
Like,
motherfucker
nigga,
out, man. Unless you don't choke that motherfucker, they still got time to change, make it better.
Okay.
You can always bounce back.
Yeah,
I just seen one of
not
my
if you
dogs
choke
do
them
that.
out though. But if you choke them out, they can't bounce back.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
damn,
yeah.
This shit failed. But I don't know.
So somebody gotta die.
Nobody gotta die.
And that's a failure.
Blood
man.
fraternity. That's
Yeah,
the only
love,
way out.
hey, what they tell you? Love hurts.
Yeah, that's the only way
Death
in.
do us part. So
Yeah.
somebody gotta
Uh-huh.
Somebody
Amen.
gotta
So
go.
you want out of this, baby? This for life, baby.
Casket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want out.
Right there.
Right here. I bought one already.
Crazy people do be that crazy for real, boy.
I
But
bought one
relationship-
You'll
already.
get you one of
I
them
never
shorties
thought of
that
that.
kill both of y'all or something.
But that relationship make you better for the next one though.
Of course, what I said, failure is
Sometimes-
usually the best way for a person to become successful. You have to lose in order to win. You gotta lose in order to win.
I done seen.
I don't know nobody that just started out winning.
So there you go. So
Man, Chair Johnson said build character.
Yeah.
so in order for me to win, you gotta lose your life.
He's
Well, I'm
still on
choking you
that.
out.
He heard that.
You know I don't give up easy.
Yeah.
Man. I don't want to be a
Hey,
failure.
don't touch my mama.
I don't want to be. Hey man, I'll get you another mama, man. We can make you one. We can make you a mama, man.
Ah, shit. No, I think like I said, it takes a couple of L's for you to become successful,
That would
and
make-
it doesn't mean a couple of failed relationships. It means a couple of failed situations in your relationship. Like, you know, y'all didn't see eye to eye. Y'all can't compromise. Y'all can't till eventually maybe y'all get it, and then you start. And usually, what it takes is for the person to go see that. The outside ain't really out there. Like the rest of these motherfuckers are just as dumb or worse.
This,
You know what I'm saying?
They say in them
Yeah.
streets cold.
Hey,
Just as dumb or worse. You be
Trying to
like,
come home.
yeah, you be like, oh man, I found me a nice one, man. That person end up being cuckoo. You be like, oh my God, no way. No, how did I get here?
Cause you.
Then you start
Instantly
I seen something like that on
worse.
the internet.
Instantly worse.
oh, by the way, I was laughing. You said it's a mindset thing. I know he know it. The funny Marco.
Yeah, he always
Yeah,
says
yeah.
that.
But that
It's a
shit,
mindset.
It's a
once you
mindset
said it,
thing.
it popped in my head.
That
And
would be
He
true.
I was
said
wondering
this
why
shit
you
doesn't
laughed.
even matter.
Yeah,
It's
it's a mindset
like,
thing.
it's a mind. No, it ain't. What the fuck you
Yeah,
talking
you
about?
be tripping, bro.
What you be talking about? It is not.
At the
It is
worst
not.
time.
It is not.
that shit just popped in my head when he said it. I was like, bro.
So you think if a person's telling you, if someone's telling you something against what you think is right, like for example, let's say someone's they see you from a distance or they know you and they're like, yo, I see what you're trying to go do, but I think you should do this.
I'm gonna ask the reason why.
You think,
Yeah, learn me too.
I
Yeah.
try to look at
Yeah.
the pros and the cons.
Yeah, lace
Like
me
the
up.
good and the bad of it. Like, why are you telling me? Like,
Yeah.
what's the good that can come out of it?
Exactly.
right, well, okay, let's say for example, a job. You see a person saying they want to be, this was big in social media, I guess, a while ago with the bus driver?
Oh,
No, I ain't see that.
that
But what
lady
was going
talking-
on?
talking about Ebony.
Ebony Williams, was that Ebony Williams?
Ebony.
What-
But she
what
was,
happened?
She got on a show, or no, she said something with an interview with Ayanna Vincent, that lady that.
but the thing about it,
Saved my life.
Yeah,
they
but
chopped
not
it up.
really in it.
They chopped it up.
Of course, I saw the whole thing. It didn't go
Yeah.
at it, but she said Ayanna asked her, because the way Ebony was saying is that the black community is, men especially, they're underachievers. Like they're not where they need to be, and they have to reach to be better and stop being mediocre and settling for being mediocre, right? So Ayanna was, she got with Ayanna in a conversation, and Ebony talks like
Reckless.
reckless, and she said to Ayanna asked her, okay, well, would you date a bus driver? and she said if he owns the bus. So in other words, she's trying to, the way she was, it got crazy because it got on the Breakfast Club too, and then they went back and forth on the Breakfast Club. But she was trying to say it in a way of like, I want him to try to be better than just the bus driver.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But everyone took it as,
Because they only put that clip.
You wouldn't date
okay.
a guy right here. Why? How come? You know, this and this and that. And it's like,
Didn't we say that already?
They were mad at B. Simone about that. She said the same
but it's
thing.
facts though that if the woman is super successful like that, she's most likely not going to date a bus driver for real. So asking an Ebony lady,
put me on.
You know, asking that Ebony lady would she do it, and she was like, no. But then Ayanla replied back, she would. She was like, if the person is this and that, it's like, yeah, that sounds good, but I don't know if you would really do that. Being the status that you're in, would you actually do that? But I guess the way she said it offended a lot of dudes.
Yeah, well, you know,
like
dudes will take that to heart.
Mail carriers.
City workers.
Yeah, they all were like, damn. And then, but because what's going to happen? That kind of statement is going to get a movement behind it from some women.
Yeah.
Where they're going to feel like, yeah, well, I don't have to. Yeah, you're right. Why would I date that? And then now you get people thinking that way. Average women thinking that way.
I'm about to say, you ain't her.
Yeah,
you ain't got her paid.
And then honestly, as a dude, I think as people, we gotta take like what people give you, take it. Like, don't be trying to make something what it's not. Like, I think a lot of people try to like, I like this car, so it's good. Like, no, this shit is trash. Like, it's horrible on gas. Shit break down every week, but I like it. It's like, alright, you like it, but it's not good. Understand that the difference and accept it for that. I think a lot of people like
I be black folks scared to move
fail
on
and stuff because they try to make it something that is not. And
we be getting too comfortable too where we at. That they get a decent job and they'll be sitting there at it instead of like trying to run the place. You feel me? They get somewhere they be you get convinced you lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Because I try to teach people or trying to help people see that sometimes. Like, there's no difference. I see a lot of potential and be like, dude, you could be doing this, what I'm doing. They're like, nah. I'm like, bro, why is your mind like that? You are actually doing what I'm doing.
Yeah,
you
I see that too. I say that too.
You're like, bro, you're doing
if you're
what
gonna be
I'm
here,
doing.
you might as well be at the top of it.
Right, and top of it, or just make some like advance.
Attempt.
Yeah, advance and get yourself a little bit more comfortable.
Motherfuckers don't be wanting that responsibility.
That's what it is. They just want to just worry about themselves, and that's it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I always say to my kids, you can do whatever you want, but just deal with the consequences.
Yeah. I be thinking
you can do whatever you want. Just deal with it.
And that be coming from just the outside looking in, because they'll probably get in that position and ain't even as bad as they thought.
Of course.
That's what it be. A lot of times the people who won't even be wanting it, they never been there. They be like, nah, man, somebody else told me it's a little stressful up there. I don't know. I don't think I want it.
But think of it, just when you go tell somebody that we go hoop on Fridays and we play 9, 10 games, they look at us like, you played 10 games. Until you do it,
yeah,
like,
it ain't as bad.
Yeah,
but somebody else, they like,
yeah,
that's
you
a
did
lot.
what?
That's a lot.
That be a lot for a lot of things, though. It sound worse than it really be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got guys telling me like, you got 2 jobs, you got a show, you be playing ball.
How you do all that?
But
honestly,
you break it down.
You don't realize how much free time
you really have.
Just about, dude.
I really
break it
recently
down.
They watching
started
Power.
realizing it.
I do
They
binge
watch
watch.
it. They'll binge watch it.
The whole
You
season.
know how much people binge watch? I do too, low-key. I ain't gonna
The
lie.
whole
I
season.
still have enough
So
time
that
to do
means
everything.
you got time.
Yeah.
You got time. And when they be like, oh man, I gotta go get my sleep.
I'm about to say them now.
I'm like, no, but I be looking at people and be like, how long do you sleep? And when you
Boy,
really,
tryna grow.
when you really,
12
I don't know nobody that does that.
At all.
Not in today's society.
At all.
Maybe back then, way back when they didn't have so much things
In the
to
1900s.
do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too much shit to do.
It's too much
stuff to do.
Maybe stuff to
Honestly,
do at home.
When
Like,
you go to sleep early,
Let me
you
paint
feel
this
like
picture
you
for
missed
you
out
young
on
guys.
something.
Let
I
me
ain't
paint
gonna
this
cap.
picture for you young guys. Why sleep was probably happening back then. When it got to midnight, TV was off. Every channel went boo.
for real?
when we were younger.
Boy,
That's heartbreaking, boy.
That's hard.
And
Yeah, so go to bed.
I think make it sound like that shit impossible for the real.
Hey,
But it
that
sounds
sound
crazy. I watch TV the most
You
at
ever
that time.
seen that screen?
Yeah, that's like the
You ever seen
line.
that with the lines and
Yeah,
the colors?
the colors.
Hey, that's
Like a
a
tornado
funny as
coming.
hell, boy.
So you be sitting there like this, 11 something, when it get to a certain time, ooh, goddamn. And you didn't have no phone, no video game, so you just had to be like,
What? Y'all boys either talking or reading.
Hey,
Everybody was outside. I know it, boy. Y'all
It makes a lot of sense.
jumping.
get some sleep, go to bed. Because there was no TV. And literally when I say no TV, and then now this is where you get kids that would be like, okay, let's go do something because we're bored.
Yeah.
We wanna, okay,
Yeah.
we're going to meet up at such and such and go play like hide and go seek or some shit like that. You know,
It
some dumb
sounded a
shit.
little
Because
more
it's
fun
like,
back
had
then.
no
No.
you
choice.
just had
It
to get out.
sounded, he
outside,
said,
man.
yeah, it sounded a little bit more fun.
Now it's kind of like
Nigga, I could
you
play
got
my P-
access to anything.
I can actually say
anytime.
my childhood was a success.
Childhood.
I ain't gonna lie, but it was like that for us too. It just, I don't know when it hit. Probably like,
I said,
teenage years
I
or
tell
something?
people all the time, we got half and half.
yeah.
Like at the beginning, we started like the internet was just starting
Yeah,
to really
yeah,
kick
yeah.
up.
It used to be deep outside.
And the internet wasn't even on phones like that. Like you literally had to have the best phone with the best plan
yeah, yeah.
in order for you to have
Yeah,
internet.
yeah,
So it was like
exactly.
until about 7th, 8th grade, we really wasn't
Teenage years. That when it hit. Yeah.
You feel me? In the internet like that. We was able to play games
Yeah.
because that was there, but it's like I know my niggas probably outside. So
yeah,
I could,
outside used to be
the
jumping.
game ain't going
boy.
nowhere. Like I could go play this at 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
But
I'm outside, boy.
it's
But
it's
that-
6 o'clock, boy. It's some light out there. I need that.
Yeah, that's the thing. When the game system started kicking in, we
Boy,
started staying
that
in.
thing to the streets up.
Yeah, but you had to, if you wanted to play, you had to go over to somebody's house.
Yeah, but
You
not
couldn't
everybody
play
had
like
it.
online and stuff like that. So you had to actually go to the person's house to go play him in Madden or to go play him in something like
So
that.
it sounded like it was a lot of face to face
Of
back
course,
in the day.
of course, it was easier for you to learn and to see people and
That
deal
made
with
me
people.
think of something.
What's
So, do y'all think that's why y'all feel it's more like social failures in today's society with the like
Yeah, because everybody in the
the
house.
judgment, the social?
I'm tired of
shootings
the
and stuff.
catfishing,
Yeah.
the capping.
Substitute the actual with virtual. When you substitute virtuality in life, you make people more complacent and more like lazy. You
They
know what
get
I'm saying?
comfortable
Like,
doing it.
If I knew if me and Pat was gonna go play basketball and we were like younger and whatever, I would have to either go get Pat or we'll meet up at the park. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we could probably make a phone call to each other
Yeah.
and be like, "Yo, at 6:30 we're gonna be at the park" or something like that, and that was it. Once we got out
Meet
the
you
house,
there, nigga.
we just meet you there. Now, because you know you can just reach the person any second you want on their phone, you know it makes it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different. It's like you got access to people whenever you want them. Where back then you had to
Too
actually
much
put
access.
you had
Too
to put
much.
in time and make appointments and honor your appointments and stuff like that
Yeah.
because you can tell us we're meeting you at the park and then you don't go and we just at the park, we looking at you like, yo, you flaw as hell. Like, why the hell would you say that and don't show up? Because that's it. That's all we had.
Yeah.
You know what
That's
I'm
what I
saying?
can do, nigga. I
Now
don't have to
we
come
can
to your
just-
crib.
Yeah.
You could video call people now.
Nigga,
Yeah.
hey, you
Clear
Where
as
you at?
hell. Like,
The
shit.
location.
Yeah, some people got location
So-
on their shit.
So do anybody on the panel? That's what this is, a panel, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is chairs.
Like,
Yeah.
feel as though they've been a failure at something so far in their life.
It's crazy. I don't feel like I'm a failure.
I don't.
I don't feel like I'm a failure.
I don't think
I got a lot
I
of
mean,
growing to
everything-
do, but I ain't no failure.
okay, things that you've attempted already. You mean?
Yeah.
Because you can't fail if you didn't attempt, no? Or you're gonna consider
know
a
what?
failure
Yeah,
that's not attempted.
But I think I'm one of them though. Like,
yeah, but I know why I failed.
But I'm saying, do you think? Okay, I'm gonna let you get to that, but I'm gonna say this real quick before I forget it. Are you saying a failure of everything we attempted, or are you saying a failure because there's some things you wanted to attempt and you didn't do it?
Well, I think if you didn't attempt to do it, you can. I don't think you could fail at it.
Okay, all right, then,
Yeah.
then no.
I,
Everything that I've attempted, I don't think I failed.
I would say yeah because I really can't do it anymore, which is play football, and I feel like if I took it the right way, I could have been successful in it, but I didn't. So that was why I failed. Like I didn't do all the extra like I thought I was. I wasn't doing enough, pretty much.
So when football didn't work, you just did another route. You took another path.
I went to life.
Football is. It could be a job too. It could be a life. So.
I mean, if I went to college, honestly, I would have probably tried to be in some type of sports science or something like that.
Okay.
But personally, I didn't like science enough to go do that. So that's really why I knew personally I couldn't stick with college. Like I didn't like
school wasn't for you.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I wanted to do till I was about 20.
But I don't feel like I failed in that because I feel like that specifics, like, I feel like school is subjective. Like, you could go to school and get a degree, you could go to school and get a certificate, or you could learn something and get nothing and still do what you got to do to be successful. So I feel like however I do end up learning what I need to learn, that's just going to be it. But that specific way wasn't it.
Mm-hmm.
You said till you were 20?
Yeah, man.
20?
Yeah, I know what I want. I want them
That
just in
shoes
school.
out
You
of
ask me
them.
what I want to do in the future, I get hot. What are you asking that for, boy?
Man,
What's
why
for
you get
lunch?
hot? They ask you
What's for lunch?
Because you ain't have no answer, so you
Yeah,
mad.
I ain't really care about that.
Nigga mad.
Nigga, what, man?
Yeah.
What you want to fight?
Yeah.
He worried about my future.
I remember
that's
sitting
crazy.
there, we talking about college, me and some dudes. Like, boy, what y'all boys going there for? We don't play no sports. Them boys looked at me like, boy, what you talking about? Like, gotta be
That's the
something.
only way. That's the only way to get to. But that wasn't the only
Yeah,
battle to get there.
yeah. That was. I don't know why we used to think like that though.
Diamond Princess says hi.
It's
The
the
old-
only. It's the only way they.
Trina?
It's a program.
No way.
Yeah, anything I put in max effort in, I feel like I did good.
Yeah.
There's certain stuff I failed at, but I didn't. I just did it just to do it, so I didn't really put in effort.
Now the same way how we said relationships, right? And that was a tough one.
That's a
Let's
tough
go family. Like as parents, you also go through that feeling of, man, I just don't want to be a failure.
You want
as
the
a
best
parent.
for him.
Yeah, so you don't want to be a failure as a parent, and as a kid, you go through that failure of, I don't want to be a failure to my parents. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, or not be one, but
Yeah,
you just-
yeah.
you think of
Seem
it-
like you
yeah,
feel like you went
exactly.
to them.
You don't want that impression.
That negative impression.
Yeah.
Those sound like decent human beings, though.
If you're thinking like that already, that means you're on the right
Yeah.
path.
If you're already thinking like that,
Mindset.
Yeah,
it's a mindset thing.
that it is.
Yeah, but
Tap
I
it
think
forward.
yeah,
Yeah.
that part. That's probably like the best thing I like about my life is being a dad
Yeah,
and looking at it and seeing where they at right now. Like I don't know, that should make me smile on the inside though, because you know I don't smile on outside. I'm a whole thug out here.
Smiling.
you.
Yeah.
I got a picture of you now.
For real?
Yeah, it's Photoshop.
Delete that shit.
It's Photoshop. Photoshop.
Yeah, nigga, I don't
Teeth
smile
on.
out here,
Didn't
man.
you say you don't be lying?
It's
Alright,
you good.
so,
You
what
done gave you done let 3 of us fly.
Yeah.
You buy 3 down. You got another
And
5?
now, on top of
I
that,
don't know about let them fly. Sometimes you gotta do like this.
No. Now you have what you call it. You saying as a parent, you feel like you see your kids and you smile. Now you can say this, before I can, thankfully.
Whoa.
Now, no, thankfully. Now you get to see your grandkids.
I knew you were about to say that.
Whoa.
You get to see your
Hey,
grandkids.
1 year, 2 up.
Yeah, you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
1 year,
Yeah,
he went
you
2
can say
up.
it.
Nah, I remember how I used to be like trying to like
Yeah.
I ain't gonna man fuck them little ugly ass grandkids. Now they be like when they see me they go with a smile. I'm like,
2 beats.
you like me?
Jay getting
Yeah.
showing
You
them 2
like
teeth.
me? Yeah. Cause one of them is a little more active and the other one he more chill.
Yeah,
but that,
yeah. He
young.
be chilling.
Nah.
Nah,
so I
both
don't
of them
know.
about the same.
Nah,
Close.
They about a couple months.
She about 6 months.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good.
That's a
wow.
big difference.
Yeah,
She-
as kids, little ones, when they get older, that ain't shit.
No, but I like that. I like this poppy thing, man.
After what age?
At
Being a
like
granddad.
4. When they get to like 4,
Once they start talking,
4 and 5, they're the same. When
Yeah.
they're like 2 and 1,
They be a difference. So it get like 4 or 5.
4
and
or
it's
5,
like,
man, they the same. As a matter of fact, let's put their birthdays together.
they get, hey, look out. Bro, I'm 2 years older than Pat. We celebrated like 3 of our birthdays together.
what you mean? Time is hard.
What's the sky, man? What you mean?
Look at me. We 2 years.
Who said?
Whatever the
Who
cake
said
number
that?
say,
Yeah.
that's one of y'all.
Hey, Y'all niggas figure it out.
Right? 15, 16, I don't know. One of y'all's birthday today.
Yeah.
Nah.
You know what? One of y'all won, one of y'all 5.
Oh, that's ungrateful though. The nigga had like about at least 6 parties.
Oh,
you had a birthday
God,
party?
me?
You had yes.
Y'all ain't have birthday parties?
I don't never.
Well, I thought that was essential.
No, I had one at McDonald's.
Dang.
For real? You just made me sad.
Hey, I don't even know how
How are you sad?
I don't even know how that
McDonald's.
Because that's
A
because
party?
Yo, that was the thing.
Oh, that must have been before.
they had some Chuck E. Cheese or
Oh,
Kaboom or
Yeah, I
Bunny
was
Joe.
taking us to Kaboom, Boomers, Chuck E. Cheese.
The man came out dressed like the clown. With
Ronald,
Oh, what?
His name is
With
Ronald.
the-
His name is Ronald.
Yeah, Ronald. Yeah,
I would be so scared to have Ronald doing that.
He
Boy,
came
be
out.
looking
If
crazy.
you order, I guess you had to order it, like reserve it to have them come out for the birthday party. And then you had the big purple one,
Yeah. Grimace.
Grimace. You had it was like cartoon characters like Barney and shit. You're a little kid and they came out and they happy
that's
birthday.
hard.
That is fine.
And
That's fine. Hold on.
and there's no problem with the food.
I'm sad.
Yeah,
right
because they
now,
don't
son.
make that big.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'm actually sad right now. I don't think growing up, I don't remember ever having a birthday
We got
party.
you, bro. We gonna get this.
God damn.
He said,
Wait,
growing
at
up,
all?
we've been
At
got
all.
him right as
Oh,
an
but as an
adult.
adult, you have though.
I had
Yeah,
like one.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah. One in a possible. But as a
Yeah.
kid, I ain't throwing no more motherfucking birthday parties.
I
Them
would
niggas-
not.
If you ain't had it by now.
Honestly, I was asked that I want some. I didn't want none.
Tony Isaac says, I only had one birthday party in my life. I'm
Dang.
hoping the times get me right this year.
I got you, bro. You
What
know
do you
I'm
mean
going to
the
throw
time?
on one.
Talking about us.
Yeah.
You know him?
Who is Tony Isaac? I don't even know who that is.
No.
You don't know what that is? That's Tone.
Oh, Ed? Okay. The dear old boy. The dear new.
What's good, Kim?
She says, hey.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely had a
No,
lot of
dog.
parties.
What?
And I was just saying I
Great
never had
kid
a.
chop? No, you didn't.
Damn, Rude. Let me call Rude.
Yeah,
right?
you
Let me
ain't
call.
call
I'm not
You had too
calling
much
right
fun
now.
every other day.
I'm capping. I done had it.
I ain't throwing no more birthday parties.
Yeah, you had one. I remember the one you had. It was
Yeah.
like
What?
6.
This nigga had like 8.
Bro,
He had like
even
one.
as an adult, they
I
threw
I
me
mean, but
parties.
do
I'm
you
like,
count the ones where you're just in the house and they just
Nah,
cut a cake?
we went to Kaboom.
Yeah,
I remember
we
one
were
year.
going
Took his
places.
whole class.
Yeah. Well, I remember one year, boy, we had Kaboom on
I
Smash.
had money.
You were cutting that.
Yeah, that's why
that
I was
check.
in the streets.
Okay. Golly, my dog had
Yeah, I done had some big parties.
I ain't even fuck with my classes. Like,
Real. I don't want
y'all
none of my
be
school
real.
in the house.
I
What
want
type
the
of
money.
childhood?
Give me the
What?
money.
I don't want none of
Give
my
me the money.
child.
Like,
None
I'm
of
in
my
class like
classmates.
all y'all could come.
I don't know. I got
I
kind of
ain't
put
like
on
none
to
of
that
Yo,
early.
now I'm realizing more and more I'm a great dad.
If I get a birthday party,
Gigi Spice.
I'm finna get less gifts.
I've had a few birthday parties. We should celebrate the ones we love more. That's correct.
Okay.
No cap.
Correct. But I mean, it don't have to be a birthday. But I mean, you should celebrate it though.
I'm the person I like knowing. Can parties be a failure?
I do almost.
Nah.
I hate
If you
these
forget the
chairs.
chips. or
Wait.
something.
No, I think the person throwing it might think it's a failure, but people there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you be like, this shit didn't go right, and people be like, this shit was raw.
I think
Yeah,
we,
right?
Hey, I think we
No,
had a
bro,
party like
no.
that. Like, boy, they were live. Boy, you
Yeah,
say,
everybody else thinking that it was a failure.
I think I'm gonna have a party.
For what?
Not this year, next year. I'm gonna be 50.
man. Ooh, give me a cup, boy.
Niggas procrastinating?
Man,
What
boy.
you mean? Have a party for 40.
That boy finna be old.
Aw,
That boy
man.
finna be old.
Yeah, right.
It makes, now it makes sense.
What
sir.
you
mean?
God damn it.
That boy gonna throw him a 50th.
It
That
makes
ain't that what they
sense.
call
Now I
it?
get it, bro.
I be trying to tell you, man.
Yeah,
You be putting
man,
too
like,
much on me,
This
man.
guy be like, do something.
Nah, man, I'm like, nigga.
Oh, it is Sunday. Yahoo. Yahoo.
Hey, in my mind, I'll be like, I did that. Nah, nigga,
But
you stood
leg
right
gonna be
there.
locked
Nigga,
in
you
more
stood
than
right.
I be like, Pat, you just standing there.
I'll be like, for real? All right.
In his mind, he think he doing this.
Hey, in my mind, nigga, I'm everywhere.
Juking.
I'm getting that.
I'm like, why is he just standing there? He's like, nah, nigga, I just crossed him over.
For real, you ain't seen
Hell
this?
yeah.
I'm like, what you saw? Let me check the replay.
That boy nigga, he done did a whole spin
The
move.
replay be like this.
Dang. And I just look at it like, dang. When I play that shit back in my head, I be like, dang.
Nah, but we pretty. Oh, remember everybody like, subscribe,
Like, subscribe.
No,
what's the other
but
one?
yeah.
comment.
They
Like,
commented,
are
though, but they
commenting.
just
But
gotta
we
like it.
ain't even yell it, huh?
Nah, we don't do that.
You already said like it, right? Nah,
We don't do it on the live, but they just gotta go.
Did everybody press the like button?
Let me see.
Watch, you asked
Nah,
that
just
question.
me.
No, I gotta press it too.
Yeah.
I don't know if that boy thought I was gonna fill the video.
Did a little.
Yeah, to get a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
Them boy said, rest in peace, Jerry Springer. He ain't fill us with entertainment.
Nah, Jerry was the man.
Yeah, I was
Man, I
rocking
used
with
to love
Jerry.
Jerry.
Nigga, I used
That's
to-
crazy. He
I used to
died.
record- I used to record it.
Yeah, I used to
For real?
love.
I used to record Jerry Springer.
Yeah, Jerry Springer and Maury.
They said Maury acting a fool.
Not
right
Maury
now.
too tough, but because Maury was on that.
And I heard,
Thank you, Tone.
I heard he was lying
Now I
on
can
that.
say Tone, right?
Yeah.
Change your name to Tone on the thing, man.
What you mean?
Yeah, why he got his full real
like,
name
come
on
on,
there?
I know, yeah,
Come on,
Tony
man.
Isaac. You don't know Tony Isaac?
No, man.
Tony not even his real first name.
It's
Oh,
Antonio.
my Lord.
Yeah.
I smashed the like button. Somebody hitting
This
the
nigga
heart
said the
over
name.
and over
God,
again.
That's not
Oh yeah.
I hate you.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Why?
Cause he said.
Hey, pull that Burger King out.
Boy, you said no. It's
Tim
this.
did it. Pull that
This is it.
in that interrogation room.
It is
Put-
amazing.
Walked in there with some
It's
Popeyes.
like you can't help it.
You
Huh?
tell what's going on.
Hey, you walking there with some Popeyes?
Hey,
How is that just a tool to make?
Yeah, but I don't get it, bro. That mean they had to be a different type of homeless.
KFC.
You know how they say the streets hard, but you know how hard it gotta be for you to fold for a meal?
Come on, man. You gotta give me something
the
better
tail?
than a meal.
A meal?
Might be.
give me a condo or something.
First of all, I wouldn't be able to eat. I'd be
House.
nervous.
Give me somewhere to live,
You
nigga.
ain't
A
leave.
meal?
Yeah,
No,
man.
man.
meal.
You try
Most of
something
them
else.
who take the meal, they going down.
Also,
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't
let
know.
me- let me
I've been
get
watching the first 48, and
Let me
some
get
of
the
them boys
chicken, too.
snitching has been getting them out of
They be
there.
getting gone.
Telling do be saving some of them boys.
I'm not doing it for a meal. So.
Yeah.
Try it. You literally try before crackhead.
And even if
Try before crackhead.
imagine
That's what I said.
like say for example,
Yeah. Slow down.
the XXX murder.
Yeah.
It was 4 of them. 3 of them got life. 1 of them got 5 years.
That
for
boy,
snitching.
hey, you seen
yeah.
that
Yeah,
boy?
let me get the
Hey,
crib.
hey, remember how that
When
was
I
in the
get out,
courtroom?
I still
Was
want
it-
the crib.
He had a number 2.
And he had his glasses on.
That's why you can't. You can't.
Him.
You listen, man.
Him.
He gave him a number 2.
You can't do crimes with people, boy.
And he
that's
threatened.
That's a recipe for failure.
Somebody
You-
gonna
You can't
tell.
control what the motherfuckers gonna say.
He put when you see the McDonald's and a cig, it's over. You
Yeah.
tell him. Yeah.
That's a failure right there. If you
You
tell,
say, let me get a cigarette. Once the motherfucker say, let me get a cigarette.
he finna tell.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time.
I be
Let it
feeling
out.
like that's
Once
never
you
the
act-
smart move though, cause you gonna get killed. You can't tell and walk
You can
free.
kill me in jail.
What? You guys, Aliette says you guys can also share this live while you are on here watching. Share.
Okay, that's,
Okay.
that's executive producer.
Okay.
Talk. That's that EP talk right there,
Okay.
boy.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah,
My
don't,
bad.
don't worry about it. She getting us right.
My bad.
She
my
get
bad.
us right.
You right.
She a successful producer.
Oh, successful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we talking? They got more questions, or what we talking about
Oh
next
yeah,
week?
yeah, something before.
Yeah, I wanna hear somebody say something. But next week, remember it was like a toss up.
Yeah, I'm about to say what was the other one?
The financial.
It was 3. It was legacy, financial literacy, and
Yeah,
Them boys
failure.
was like
And
it was
failure.
15. Like,
Nah, y'all yelling about legacies.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it was two. The way I put legacy was kind of like building one, and how you also be a part of one.
Oh,
You feel me? Like you can build one, and you can also be a piece in
Yeah.
one going
Whole
forward.
time I'm thinking they talking about bro from New Boys.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm playing.
No, New Boys.
No.
Who's that?
They made jerk.
Oh,
Nah, but the
One of
legacy's a
them,
good one though. That definitely a good one.
As men, though, I think that's what we got.
But I be
We
big
can't have
though.
Yeah.
failures. Yeah.
Tony ugly, but he kind of smart though. He be
Who's
dropping
Tony?
some. Tony.
He only
Oh.
know Miss Tone.
Yeah.
He
Sorry.
said. I
man.
think he said, but we said that already.
Yeah, we
earlier.
did. We did.
What?
You
But
said
I said-
that you have to fail in order to be a success.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was yelling at.
It comes together. It's almost crazy. Like it comes together. Like you have to lose a lot. You know, some
Yeah,
people
yeah.
lose more than others.
I got a
What you mean?
question for y'all then.
We was together.
What's the
No, I'm
question?
just saying in
We
general.
won all of our games together.
In general. Go ahead, Cam.
You didn't go to Jackson. So.
No.
Obviously, it wouldn't be like like the way I'm gonna phrase it is kind of funny. But what's
Go ahead.
your favorite like failure that you felt like? built
Uh-oh.
Oh man, I got one. A relationship. I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it didn't work out. So I could be where I'm at now. with this relationship I'm in.
That boy just shit on his ass.
She got a clean.
I'm glad because
I'm glad I'm done with you. That boy crazy.
The reason why is in time I started to see like traits because I still know the person and I started to see traits like I would have been there with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. That would have been a problem. Now maybe I would have changed, but you can't change people.
You can't change a person.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can change you.
You can change you.
I think that right there, that failed relationship, and it wasn't even like we were like, I broke up. It was just like we just kind of, man, I think it would be better to do this. And then it was like, yo, that was probably one of the best moves that I made. That relationship failed in order for me to be in another one that took on.
Way better. You feel me?
Exactly.
Vibing.
So I was like, yo, I don't know if I would have been.
So when you realize you were going on Facebook or something, eat some chips,
No,
and she was in jail. You was like, well, I dodged the bullet.
He's bro, he was like, voice number what number?
Oh, I dodged the bullet.
No, I'm not gonna go into details.
Nah, but that like the Facebook thing, you go on Facebook, you see people that you was like, damn, I dodged.
You be like, boy, that what happened to her?
Hey, you don't know how many times I pop up on Instagram, be scrolling, be like, wait, that's Twitter?
Yeah.
She got 2 kids now, boy.
You be like,
She 2 years younger than me. That's
mind you, we 25. Like, boy, you like,
hey.
But for me, as what was the question again?
What is your favorite failure that you felt like built you today?
Yeah, like since you said it, failures make you.
I don't know if it was like
This nigga said his favorite failure is losing his 2nd grade spelling bee.
that tone.
I ain't even gonna look and see it. I did just something. That's just something he'll say.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't really remember thinking like as a failure that I had. Not saying like to try to sound cocky because it was just like he was saying like this stuff.
But something that you wanted to work, like you was like, I want this job, or I want to be with this person, or I wanted to do this thing, this side job. Or
if it's anything,
like
it would be like a lack of effort. Like with you, like how you said you wanted to play football. I had that mentality because like I used to play like Optimus or street football or whatever you want to call it. But when I got to high school, I didn't apply myself to it. So I didn't even put forth the effort. Like how he was saying with the practice. And I always said, like, I always had that mindset, like, well, once I get to a certain, like, get like 19, 20, I was going to just go try out for the Dolphins and just walk on. But I just was
boy, boy, I'm going to go out there.
I just never applied it, though, because it was like, I don't know. So I guess not making that, not even trying was my failure. But I'm okay where I'm at right now, though.
K-pop forever.
Oh, no,
I actually got one, too.
Not saying that it's... That's why I said favorite at the beginning.
So that mine would be like a lack of effort.
Something that happened that you didn't work out, but it ended up working out.
Good for you.
In
That's
your
what
favor.
he's saying.
Like your favorite failure, like something that you was like he said, I want to be with this person. I think I'm gonna marry this person. Then you like, all right, nah, I don't want to be with this person. Then 5 years later,
I could go with that part
you
too, because you'll
realize
see somebody that you was like, they'll be like, oh, we're gonna be together forever or some shit like that. And then you see them later on, you be like,
should be sounding good.
Dog.
I got one, too, even though I'm younger than them boys.
What's that?
I think it was like 10th grade. I ain't made the basketball team. But I ain't even try. I just thought I'd go out there and them boys gonna pick me because I was tall. So, that had set reality in. Like, man, you need to start trying, like, actually practicing and doing shit instead of thinking you just gonna get right. That was like a big wake-up call for me.
Okay.
I would say for me, it would be on the basis of the football thing, but I remember, me personally, I'm like a planner. Like I like to like
you do.
A, B, C, D.
yeah, I'm like that too.
So whenever I came to like my parents with anything, I came with like a full plan. So I always
I think I know what you're gonna say.
hope it worked.
He done told you.
A bunch of my plans was from going to school and seeing that wasn't the changing factor. It was like, it's you. Like, I think that is something that helped build me. Because you don't know how many times
y'all two still, well, all of, I can't even say
I mean, but
we still.
I would say that, honestly, for me, that's the basis of kind of how I move, because I know it's on you. It's really not on your situation plays a factor. Yeah, the people around you, environment, all of that good stuff. But at the end of the day,
Yes,
you want to change
Yeah,
that shit.
it
You're
definitely
gonna
you.
change that shit.
It's
Like,
definitely you.
Tony says now the Dolphins didn't need you.
They did.
And Aliyah says my favorite failure is also my past relationships.
Well, y'all got some
That's
crazy
kinda-
exes.
No, it doesn't mean the person was crazy.
Nah, don't.
It just, no, let me explain to you what I mean by that. It doesn't mean the person was bad. It just means who I got now is that good. So my thing is, I would have never had you.
This nigga brown nosing.
No, for real. No, I would have never had that. I think if I would have been with the other person, it would have been the relationships that I'm not that fond of, which are more you do you, I do me. And I wasn't really built for those kind of relationships. I was built more for like, let me be the man and you know, follow me like that. That's what I was built for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. And I kept trying to find that in relationships, and people were just like, the people I was trying to talk to were more like, no, what do you mean? No, what do you mean? And then when I found someone that allowed that to happen, if the other ones, if I stayed and tried to make those a success, I would have never found that person. So I had to kind of like deal with those failures to get to where I'm at now.
In that case, it was a lot of motherfuckers that like pushed me to the side and tried to go with the new hot fresh guy.
Yeah, of course.
But
No.
then now you double back and you see your boy you see your boy out here
What
looking
buddy
sexy.
name? Mike Jones?
Yeah, back then,
Yeah, that was a big song.
Oh nah,
Mike
I'm
Jones.
good now.
You never heard that song?
Yeah, back
Mike
then they
Jones.
didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me.
You
Yeah.
know you gotta play it for me.
Yeah, that was,
And
that
I
was a
know-
big
that's how I know
anthem.
you definitely heard that.
Yeah, that was a
I
big
ain't even
anthem.
Play it and I'm
I ain't even
yeah.
no disrespect.
Yeah.
My boy music.
Yeah.
I'd have been in that before you played it. I'm like, oh, this.
Yeah, that was a big anthem for a lot of dudes. Like, yo,
Yeah,
back
for
then
real.
I used to try to talk to you. Now look at me.
Yeah.
Now you want to talk to me?
Yeah,
It's always like that, though, because they get fat after high school.
Well, I didn't see that shit at work.
Yeah.
Listen,
Well, I'm at work. Well, I'm working.
it's basically.
I'm a regular dude. I get
You
promoted.
failed.
Motherfucker look at me like, hey, how you doing? Motherfucker, if you don't move.
Yeah. that was the thing. That was the thing for a lot of people, man. Like if they see, and it was also a thing about like playing sports too. It's like you try to talk to somebody, you're like, oh, in high school or whatever, and they're like, oh, no, I'm not interested. And all of a sudden they see that you one of the guys that hoop, and everybody in the school kind of know you. Now they kind of like, hi,
Hey.
no,
No.
or just kind of like just let you keep trying.
yeah.
You know
That
what
be
I'm
the
saying?
one that
Let
gets
you keep
slept
trying.
on until you make it.
If I would consider something unfair, it's just like I didn't apply myself. I didn't apply maximum effort in something, so I should have. Like you know how if you get a do over, you'll do something different.
Yeah.
I probably have
I hate
tried
when
more
people
things.
say they wouldn't.
If I had a do-over, I'd probably be
I
on.
would never do anything different.
Yeah, I think that's a fake.
Yeah, they be capping.
I think that's a fake. Boy.
Well, you never know.
You know what though? What's crazy about that? Watching all the movies we watch and stuff like that, you know, if you change the past, then your future will kind of change too.
100%.
You see what happened?
This is what a lot of people, yeah, for real. A lot of people will look at it like this and say, "Dang, if I was to do something that I could change back in the time, this won't be happening right now." You know what I'm saying? Like because maybe I don't meet that person, maybe I don't see that guy, maybe I don't.
Now your kids don't
You see what I'm
exist.
saying? 'Cause, yeah, for real. Because maybe
Hold on.
you have different ones.
Yeah, don't
But
count.
What I'm
Hey,
saying.
that boy said all of them.
Because basically, you look at it in a sense of, okay, if I went to college, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If, because I had like 2 partial scholarships, but they both required me to leave the state of Florida.
So it was a fear factor that you didn't leave.
Exactly. I did not want to go because I was
Yeah.
like, why? Why can't I find something here?
Yeah, yeah.
And then
yeah.
I had a scholarship to go to New World School of Arts, and I had a partial basketball scholarship.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I want to stay for the art, but I really want to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have no basketball scholarship nowhere down here. So to me, I'm like, okay, if someone would have been more of an advisor in my area, they'd have told me, go to the college.
Boy, the way I would have went in hoop,
Go to art.
I don't
But
want
get
side.
out of Florida to go do the college thing, and then come back
Back.
when you. But I didn't think. I'm like, leave my
Yeah,
family,
yeah.
leave
But
everybody.
that's how we think though, younger.
That was
like,
a fear factor. And then on top of that,
Honestly, I think
I
it's still a
started-
thing now. Because
Yeah.
if somebody told me right now, hey, like you hear all the time, we see people on Instagram that done moved other place, and
Yeah.
it's like, yo, it's way better. And we like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna
that
keep
shit
paying this
crazy.
high rent. I ain't going on.
My dog, right? I could go to my dog house.
Right up the
and,
street.
You feel me?
Hey,
Like,
Yeah, but it be adjustment though.
Mhm.
It just
Shit
when
like
you
that.
move, it just be an adjustment.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if there's something that
Cause like it's like the pros and the cons though. Cause it's a lot of I don't know. I look at it like they be like, oh, everybody nicer at different places, but I'm like,
I got nothing.
Yeah.
yeah, what's the
It's kind of like financial advice also, but
Mhm.
like biggest financial failure that you feel like,
Boy.
or that it's something financially.
It's a lot.
I got throwing money in the strip club.
That's a lot.
Oh, me running off on the insurance company.
I got, man, it's a lot. I mean,
paying
I remember
for,
like taking a loan out to do certain things, and
That's another
that
one.
didn't work out right. I got buying a whole furniture set for no damn reason that I didn't really need.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
yeah,
why
the
did I-
house will look good, man.
man, that was bull.
Hey,
man.
you be getting that and you be in the debt, you be like, bro, that wasn't even worth it. You like, this wasn't
You
even
put it on for the other people.
You see the first tear on the sofa, you be like, I don't want it no more.
Yeah, I don't even want it no more.
I don't want. Why can I get rid of this?
Flip it.
Yeah, but I believe that the financial failures,
You gonna have plenty of those,
yeah,
boy.
that helps you get financial stability.
Yeah.
Real shit.
You're gonna need them. You know what I'm saying? Because now you know, or to see them happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a better thing though. When you actually see a financial, like someone that's okay with a testimony and telling
Yeah,
you.
you're telling
You
you.
know what I'm saying? Because some people
That'll help
nowadays be afraid to like
Yeah.
let you know that they kind of fucked up or failed at something. And it's like you need people that will be like, no, dude, let me tell you, this happened to me, and I'm not saying you can't do this, but be aware of this, and kind of like turn you to what if you are gonna do this, don't fuck
That's
with
the
that.
that's the
You know what I'm
best
saying?
that's the best way to give advice. Like how you
Like
just
I'm
did
not
it.
telling you don't do it,
Yeah,
but
if you
don't
gonna
do
do it,
that.
don't do
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
Boy, don't take that long.
Yeah,
boy.
and
Don't
that's
do that.
something that I was just talking to work at work the other day with this young kid, and he listens a lot to me, and I was just like, that's good that he's a listener. And I said to him that the difference between nowadays in the job and back then was the older mentality of workers didn't mind to dangle the bag in front of you to let you know what you could get.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's a secret almost
Mhm.
how much they make and what they have and what they can do and the access to certain things and funds that they have. It's like they don't know. I don't want to tell nobody my thing. Like someone's gonna come and be like, "Hey, let me get that." You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
they think
Boy,
like
they
that.
scared to tell their
It's like-
business. Like, boy, I ain't
So I'm
telling
like,
them nothing.
Back
man.
then, that was a big thing. The managers and the DMs will walk up on you, and be like, "Yeah, I just made 200K." You like, huh? I just bought
like,
that
here?
out there. Come take a look. Everybody, come take a look at this. I just bought this, and now
Whole
as a
store shut
younger
down.
guy, you like, I want one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's to some people is a motivation. That's like not saying in the same aspect. That's like an NBA player going back to his hometown. That's
Inspiration.
inspiration.
Yeah.
You know
You
what I'm
just
saying?
inspired a
You
4-year-old.
man, this kid gonna be like, "Mommy, I want a ball."
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because
I'm
I want to
talking
be like him. He told me I got to dribble every day. I got to
Yeah.
do. So when a person walks up to you and shows you and tells you what they have and that they came from the same spot you came from, and who knows, you could be this next one or even better. Nowadays, people kind of just roll in silence. They just kind of just pass by you and
Yeah.
they making 300K. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, you don't want to do this on
Got
you,
it.
bro.
That only makes
You
you
know what I'm saying?
once you get good with them, now them boys are team.
Exactly. You'll start hearing stuff. But back then, it was
Quick,
broadcast.
yeah, like
it
they-
was like
yeah.
literally broadcasted more. And the managers will walk up to you and this. I had a manager that just come up to me and be like, "You still don't want to be a manager?" And I'm like, "Man, I don't know." He would put his check in front of me, and I just look at the check and be like,
That's the smartest way though. That's how you get a young bug, boy.
and I look at the check and I'm like, "That's like 4 times mine."
Yeah.
And I know that, damn, I'm like, if I just had that, what would I be able to do? And he'll just be like, all right, you pick it back up and walk away. And I'll just be like,
Yeah, but
I was in that position
man, it
before.
got me thinking, walking home.
he knew
with
that.
my
though.
book bag, I'm
he
like,
knew that though.
I'm walking
He was
home.
like, if I showed
with a
him
book
this,
bag on my
it'll
shoulders.
change his mindset.
And sure enough, all it was doing, the gears and shit just turned into my head. Boy, I could have a place. I have a car. I won't be walking. You know what I'm saying?
See, when you walking, you got time to think.
A lot of time to think, brother. A lot
You
of
got time to think, man.
Mo says,
You
hey,
got a lot of
family.
shit to think about, yo.
Mo says, hey, family. That's a perfect example. They moved. They moved out of the comfort zone of where they were to another state. Sure. So what you just said, Mo, you just joined in, but Cam just said, like, you know, how did it come up about you saying?
You just asked the question. You were thinking about
right?
it.
And it had something along the lines where we were talking about like the fear of moving out and going away to another like area, not around your family and not around the people that you're used to seeing and everything.
Oh, I still ain't overcome that, boy.
That was the
reason
reason
I'm
why I
gonna
didn't go. Yeah.
Slide and leave my peoples.
It's rough.
I ain't get to that level yet. Unless I get rich. I still want to leave.
I'll be sometimes, like if you just,
I honestly,
you had the wits in, you be like, man, let me just change everything.
I'll live somewhere else.
And you know your peoples, like you say, like, you know, your dad, like, we would want you to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To experience something we didn't experience.
For real.
I know
you
that.
Feel me? We would want you to. We'd be like, go see it. Because I've never seen it, nigga. Come back and tell me stories. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what's going on out there. We never did it, so you go do it. You be my legacy and go and stretch further than me. If I'm just Dade County, nigga, you
could be the world.
You go out, expand, and come back and tell me how was Broward.
I ain't gonna lie. As a jit, I didn't believe like the world was real. Like until I was like 7.
You had to really see it.
What you thought it was the Sims?
I thought it was just like, all right, this Miami, Chicago, where Miramar,
up the street, up the street,
L.A. where
you can
Naples,
you can drive there,
bro. I ain't know how the world worked. I ain't know about all that.
I didn't think that shit was real.
Like, be like, I was a 3-day drive. 3 days? Must be great.
What the hell is that?
Let's go up the street. Yeah, my mom be thinking like that still. Everything is New York or Delaware. She's like, I live in Oregon. Is that by New York? Like,
that is crazy. Parents do be wanting you to fly like that.
Other side.
Hey, that happened over years. What's like that? You get comfortable enough for where your baby can fly. Like you can let them go. Cause I can't think about that. Like my daughter moving, like going somewhere else, like moving to like California or something.
Without you?
Yeah.
As she's older.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough, but you would want them to get that experience, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
I can't imagine that.
If I'm vouching for him,
though,
I would say he gonna say
yeah. Especially if it's about that bag.
Honestly, most of the stuff I said I wanted to do with a decent plan, he always said yeah. My mama always said no.
Cause she don't want to see her baby go.
Yeah.
I'll be like, let him do it.
My parents be about the bag. I told them I wanted to be a trucker one time on the road. They were with it.
Old girl like no. He like,
cause she don't want to see her baby getting hit.
Basketball, nah, yeah. Schools, I want to transfer here, do this, do that.
He bought the bag.
Nah.
Well, the reality
and the experience too.
That's the thing. The reality for me was this. Okay, he was playing sports and he was saying that football, and he wanted to go to another school because he said he wasn't getting enough like time.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I don't know if that's gonna change a lot, but if you just want to see, go ahead and see. And I told his mom, I was like, listen, let him see. You know what I'm saying? Don't restrict it because you don't want that thing to be like, man, I would have did raw if y'all would have let me go over there. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. And that's why I was like, I would rather him to see for himself and experience and succeed, either whether you fail or you succeed. Go see it yourself. If we have the ability to make it happen, make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Because no, I get it. You could have been a strict parent and just be like, no, you're not going. And what would be the real reason you're saying no? Just because you said no. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta give a reason.
And in your mind, you probably don't gotta tell the young man that. But in your mind,
make sense to you.
Exactly. Why are you saying no? And if you're just like, I'm saying no because it's gonna be a longer drive for me. It's gonna be a longer thing for me. It's gonna be like it's you. So you're like. So I started thinking about it, and I'm like, if you could find a way to get there,
that's all they told me.
That's all I said. If you find a way, busing, people,
that
your
great
homeboys
hizzy,
picking
boy,
you
that
up,
great.
if you can find a way to get
I'll
bus
pick you up
there,
for that
or
station.
your homeboys coming to get you, however you do it,
Because if that's the case, if he really want to get that, he gonna find a way to get
Yeah,
it. That'll show you that he's serious
He
about
said he
it.
sure enough did
Man,
do it.
y'all
He
boy,
sure enough did
got
do
up
it.
at 5 o'clock in the
Yep,
morning.
he sure enough did do it.
I knew when my mama worked. I knew what bus went from by my school to by where my mom worked. So I knew, all right, she get off of work about 5, 6. So I got to get on this bus, get there by 5, 6 from practice.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. If I could get there on time, then I could catch her with the ride home. If
cool.
not, then
You gotta hit
I
another
got to
bus.
get another bus. And
Yeah.
get on.
Ruth put, if he morally sound and a good person, it should not matter what he does. That's why people came for her.
Oh,
We're
the
talking about
Ebony
Ebony.
Williams.
She's
Yes.
talking about
Oh
Okay.
boy, she bought back a
Monique put, I heard him, I was here. That's the thing I miss the most. The time spent with the people you love. We take advantage of it when we're around the corner from each other. She talking about me saying, us saying that we're talking about the removing. And Ro says, good evening, fam.
No
What's up,
cap.
Ro?
Both of
No,
them?
Yeah,
no cap.
Mo,
No,
I got
hey.
Mo and Ro.
no cap.
2 piece.
That
And
was
a
real
biscuit.
though. You do take it for granted when they run that corner, boy,
course.
cause they be gone and they be like,
No, but I think like with that situation, it'll be easy for them too because they're like nice people, so it'll be easy for people to attract to them.
So they'll build another community.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They pretty decent people.
Yeah. I feel like, first of all, Mo and Ro, y'all gotta hit the like button. I feel like them moving on though, yes for them, but for their kids, it's kind of like a big step for them to expand them and to see like you were raised in Miami, for your first 8 years or whatever, and then all of a sudden you're in a new area. So some kids it's torture because it's
well,
like, I
I'd
gotta
be
start all
scared
over.
for my jits, boy.
Yeah. But now that you done seen another whole dynamic,
Boy,
another whole culture,
I ain't gonna
people,
lie, boy. When I was younger, that was one of my threats.
What?
Hey, we'll
Leaving?
ship you off to go.
Boy,
Ship me off.
Hey, leaving? Leaving?
yeah, that was
I'm right here.
Yeah, that was
I live right here.
that's something
Yeah.
that as a young man for me it was shit. I could think back.
It
when
be
I-
taken away
when I
from your
just
dog.
came
You
to
be
the United
shook.
States. When I just came to the United States, that was me and my mom alone, and we stayed with cousins for like a couple of months, and then when my mom we got our own place. It was an efficiency, 1-bedroom efficiency type deal.
Yeah.
And she had to go to work. So
That
in
boy-
Jamaica, it's okay to do that. In the States, it's not really okay to leave a kid
I was
at
doing that.
6, 7 years old home
I
alone.
was like that.
You know what I'm saying? So
From
she had-
kindergarten,
yeah.
from first grade to on up, I had a key.
Yeah.
I used to just
I
walk
ain't gonna lie,
home and
7
yeah.
though.
So
You can't
6,
take care of
7.
yourself at 7.
No, they don't.
I ain't
They don't.
vibing at 7.
So literally,
But it wasn't. I don't think it was. Well, I can't say that.
There was
I don't-
crazy people out there. Too.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But
it
you were
was-
trained not to leave the crib, low
But
key.
them kind of people usually don't come in the
My
hood.
mom
Yeah.
used to be like, my mom used to say stuff to people like, "Oh man, this boy was scary. He was this, he was that." I'm like,
How much?
What you expect, nigga? I
you
don't
think of a
Baby.
5
No, because she
Yeah.
said. But you, it's the same.
gotta
It's the
see
same mindset that we have. We will say they're softer than us.
Right.
But she's saying the same thing to you. Like when
Yeah,
she
they
was
generation-
7, she probably had a whole job.
Whoa.
and kill a cow.
What? I was about to say.
But I'm looking back. Well, not even looking back, because I recently went to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came back, I had to tell them, like, that shit real? Like, that's the shit you was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you see, like, dead eyes, like, shutters.
Ooh, boy, I seen shutters.
Yeah.
It's a movie. so-
I'm looking. We driving on the street. A goat just walk out.
No.
And just started standing
A
there.
goat?
Goat.
You mean like greatest of all time?
Nigga,
No.
goat.
Yeah,
LeBron was
like
standing
that,
there.
that
nigga.
animal.
Jordan and
That
Jamaica.
shit just
Yeah.
started. I'm like, that's a goat. That nigga's like, he
Yeah.
just started laughing. Yeah, I'm like, what's it doing? He's
That's
like,
normal?
I mean, it's gonna
He home, man.
He he don't even move the car. Like, and he was like, if you get closer, it might ram the car. So,
Ooh.
Yeah,
I just
Oh,
started
boy,
you see on
laughing.
Instagram when them ghosts be ramming you and
Cram.
Ooh. Well, I'd be seeing people get chased by giraffes.
And then-
on the internet.
Like I said, the shutters like we use on our house. I literally seen a crib, no bigger than this little corner of the living room, like 6 of them
Bro.
in a square,
So would
in
that
a
make,
rectangle.
would that make you appreciate
2
what
of them
you
at
have?
the top.
Well, yeah.
And I literally
Yeah.
see the rope like tied to hold them together. I'm like, all right, nigga crib. Like,
That's-
and it's like 9 of them.
But that's
lined
why
up.
you see people from overseas. They come in, they be humble about that bag.
Bro,
That's the reason
I
why
went
I
over
don't
there
know.
and I was surprised.
I
bro.
appreciate what I have because it's like you
No,
could
real
be,
shit.
you could be
Yeah.
doing worse.
Yeah.
You could be doing a lot worse.
I kid you not. That's like one of my.
People talking about the
I would
U.S.
say that's one of my biggest feelings of success is
Yeah.
to know where
You came from.
that lady came from.
Yeah.
Not so much me,
But like where she came from.
and to see
raised
what
in it.
she's living and how she's in what she's in now, and to be a part of it, to try
Yeah.
to make sure that she's okay, and just to understand that the legacy that she helped to set up for her family's, like, you know, kids, grandkids, and everything like that, like coming
First
from
stepping stone.
coming from the first person to set foot in the States and getting a regular job, and she started at Publix.
Mm-hmm.
And she started at Publix, locked in, and got another job, and then no, she started at Publix. She had me, like, just I'm going to middle school, elementary school, and all that. Sent for my sister, so my sister is now over here with us after like 2 years of me being here alone with her. So now my sister was kind of like a babysitter, but she had to go to work too, and we're still in the efficiency. It's a 1-bedroom efficiency. Then she sends 3 years later for my 2 brothers, and they're coming over as like 19 and 18-year-old men, so they're a little older. So now I got a full house.
I'm about to say, well, switch quick.
Yeah, and then now,
5 years.
and guess what? We're still in the efficiency.
Wait,
We're still
Nah.
in the efficiency, and we were there for a year until they put the. This
They
is
put
like
their
a
bread
mansion,
together?
and we got to a 2-bedroom apartment. Still 5 people.
That
see
was
what
better
I'm
than
saying?
that efficiency, though.
It was.
Hey, what?
It was. So literally,
Stretch
I started seeing it. Like, I tell some of these my family members and like my kids and my nephews, I'm like, I didn't have my own living quarters until I was about 20 years old.
yeah, he told me that.
Yeah,
He gave
until I
me
was
my
about
own
20
room.
years old.
Yeah,
Because
he
I
told me that when he
shared
gave me
all
my
the
own
time. You know what I'm saying? So
That's-
when he was of age of like
When I got
my
to
nephew,
high school,
when my nephew was like 15, I literally moved him
out.
out of the room with him and made him and my daughter share a room just so he can have that
He told
his
me
own
why.
independence.
And he told me when I get to that age,
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
get
the
my
same
own.
thing.
I feel like that'd be a character, though.
yeah.
Like
And I was like, listen, I know they're both. I think, what is he, 5 years older than you?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, if he's 15, he's 10. You know what I mean? I'm like, come on, you got to understand, he's a 15-year-old guy. Yeah, they could play together, they could do games together and all that. I said, but he's going to have a different dynamic of friends, different dynamic of talking and stuff like that. So let's give him his privacy. I went out and got him a bedroom set and everything, and boom, he had the room, and the 2 younger ones were in the room. And it
Yeah,
flipped
but they
the other
baby,
way.
they ain't no
Yeah,
better
it flipped
than
the other way. When he left out and then he got to a certain age, I'm like, no, he's going to have his own spot too. Because I didn't have that. And that's why I was saying that built character for me, because it gave me the mind state of team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everything was kind of like, if you brought home a Wendy's, you need to have Wendy's for everybody. Everybody got to eat this Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how I was brought up. You didn't come in. One person couldn't just come in with some Wendy's and just be like,
he walk in with a box of Caesars.
Listen, my brother was big on that. If he saw like that happen, he'll probably go slap that out your hand or go throw it in the trash and be like, nah, you don't do that. And be
"That
like,
was my
damn,
money."
like, what you mean? I only had like $5. Like, hey,
Eat
sorry.
in the car, nigga.
Eat that before you get home. Eat that before you get. Shaq got that thing that the tax bite.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
walk in the house. Anybody eating anything?
Oh yeah.
grab
I
a
see.
piece.
Yeah, that boy.
Tax bite. They be like,
You ain't get
damn.
nothing.
Like, how the hell you mad at him and it's his money you're spending?
That is true, though. That's his bread.
Real
Like,
talk.
Nigga, set your ass.
you gotta beat the game, get a little extra for
So,
him.
so what we got next week? Either financial literacy,
Toothbrushes and toothpaste.
All right, that boy gonna pull it out.
legacy, and that was the only 2 we had to choose between.
Yeah.
We could come up with some more. If they,
I
if they
mean,
hit
we
us
probably
up,
gonna come
yeah,
up with something else during the week
yeah.
when we do our little brainstorming.
How many likes did we get? 'Cause let's see if they all follow. I'm gonna find out how many people was on here.
Like Good.
It got up to 20, I think.
I saw 20 people.
Once we blow and 50 Cent put me on one of his shows, I'm not leaving y'all. That's just what I'm gonna be. 2 things I'm gonna be doing, bro. I'm probably like be on like Power. Then be on with y'all.
Thank you.
Why you looking like that?
I'm trying to be on BMF. I'm trying to be.
You gonna make it if I make it. I'll be on
brother,
there.
what you got?
You gonna get a bag.
I'm just 16 of them things.
I hope he stay focused.
You got 16 of them things.
I believe in him.
Okay, but you had like this side eye look.
No, because I was, listen, because with him,
You think I'm BS?
Yeah, he think he be rapping. He be like, I thought he finna try to drop some bars or something. So that's why I'm looking like, hold on.
So
let me not get excited.
You don't like my bars.
You're not a fan of his bars? That's what I was
My
saying.
bars,
Definitely not.
my bars not clean.
Oh, so
Wow.
Like a soap.
Yeah, like that. My bars not clean.
I mean, I think he be on
Candy bars.
I think he be on point sometimes.
You would.
Yeah, why not?
What you mean?
Support.
My dog
Tony
Irish
Isaac
Spring.
says Mother's Day.
No cap.
Next week is Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
that is true.
Yeah, so we ain't doing no show.
Dang.
I mean,
It's not Father's Day though.
I mean, we can still do a show.
Did I make
Trouble.
Yeah, no, we ain't do that.
Yeah.
We probably
Hey boy, next week Mother's Day, boy.
Yeah,
What we
you better
doing?
start getting on.
What we doing? We ain't doing no picnic.
You better get you a gift.
Yeah, go look for it now.
Dang.
I gotta get her right.
He says still waiting on a cup of noodles.
Who said that?
That's the tape about to drop. Don't worry. Stop telling the people, Tom.
That's the name of the mixtape. A couple
Yeah,
noodles.
yeah. You gotta represent where you came
Not
from.
a cup of noodles.
Cup noodles.
Brother, I mean,
He feel like it's hard. Yeah.
just accept it, man. If the man got an album,
Listen, what they tell you? What do people tell you?
Hold on. So,
And Lisa
so
says,
Ludacris
I
can
love
drop
your
an album
bars, son.
Look,
Chicken
look.
and Bill?
Support.
Hey,
So
what the
Ludacris
OG
can
behind
drop
you? You
an
can't
album?
lose.
Hey, so Ludacris can
don't
drop
do
an
it.
album named Chicken and Bill?
Yes, he did.
That's what I'm saying. He did.
That's
I
chicken and
listened
Bill.
to it. I listened
That's
to
cool though.
Chicken and beer.
Yes.
You said
That's
cup noodles.
cool,
You
though.
said cup
it.
noodles.
Noodles in a cup.
Yeah.
I said a cup of noodles? No of. Cup
Cup
noodles.
noodles.
How you
nigga.
even came up with cup of noodles?
It's like, why would you say
Yeah,
cup
I ain't
of
gonna
noodles?
lie.
What you
Like,
thinking
I said
about?
that.
What you thinking about?
Why?
Now what you thinking
What's
about?
the
Now you
difference?
see where I'm at.
What's the difference?
What you mean? A cup noodles?
Noodles in a cup. It's the same.
Yeah.
So a
That's
cup
what they
of
call
noodles.
them. It say
But
cup-
You don't eat cup noodles?
Okay, hold on. So it's a
It's say cup
you don't
noodles.
eat
all
what?
thing.
Cup noodles. Noodles in a cup.
Ramen noodles. I guess they're.
So you don't call the noodles in a cup noodles?
I call it a cup of noodles, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's me.
You know you
I'm
had
not
to
gonna even
warm.
argue with you. It's me.
You know you had to
It's
warm
me.
the water
It's
up
me.
before putting it in
It's
there.
me. It is me. You are right. It's cup noodles.
Yeah.
It's me.
Just, y'all know we not supposed to.
You not supposed to warm up that cup.
In the cup.
You ever read the label on there? You put the pour hot water in the cup.
What you? Yeah, the ramen noodles.
Yeah, you're not supposed to put the cup in the microwave.
But
Oh
you
yeah,
supposed
you're
to
supposed to
put-
make it like a soup.
Yeah,
You're
like
supposed to
you
just
put
pour
the
it in there
tea.
and then wait and then
Yeah.
stir it. Yeah.
He be
So why you
reading.
put it in the
I never
microwave?
knew that.
Huh?
Why you put it in the microwave? then?
That's how we was
But it
taught.
say don't
That
do
let
it.
you know how we was taught. I never read that label
Why
until
you
like
shake
last
a
week.
Polaroid picture?
I don't shake it no more.
Yeah, they say.
I don't
have
even
it.
tell
Well, I
you.
knew you shake a Polaroid. I
They
know.
got
Andre
suit.
told
And I'm speed it up.
They got suit for that.
Real shit?
Polaroid suit them.
You was born in the 1900s, boy. You was still shaking pictures.
No, I'm just
A
saying.
Polaroid.
All he how you do about
Do they have those?
Yeah, they got.
Hey,
I got one.
He went like they do that now.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have those now. Those little small cameras.
Yeah. I
Those are
actually
the
got one in
pictures right
You
my.
got a wallet? What's in? That's what's in your wallet, bud?
2 Polaroid pictures for you.
What?
bro. That's a normal. It
Why
came back.
this nigga a model?
He be low key.
Look,
He be
look,
low key
this nigga
rocking
a
with
That
it.
was your daughter.
No, my dog a model out here. That boy said. That boy
I
like
put
this.
it on camera.
That boy like this.
All eyes
Oh
on
my
me.
God.
Then
No,
we got the
Tupac
all eyes
wasn't
on
like
me
that.
too. What you
Tupac
mean?
wasn't
That
like
other
that.
one was Tupac.
Hey,
Why he hating?
Hey
What
man,
you
so
mean?
I don't know what we doing next week, but we doing something, man. Oh no, I don't know. It's Mother's Day, so
Why you keep trying to just take away
I don't
credit
know.
from the mothers?
I don't know.
what? It's not taking away credit
you
from
got
the mothers.
fans out here.
Yeah.
My
He
boy got
one of them,
fans out here.
He one of them upset dads.
For
I'm
what?
gonna be one
Why?
this Father's Day too.
Come on, brother. Father, you think the needle moved?
Come on, man. The show almost over, man.
I
We
was
got
gonna
time.
say because I know it didn't move because at work they got me. This, I know they got me doing a showcase that is
Showcase showdown.
A showcase that has never been done in Publix history at my store.
If anybody can do it, you can do it.
They got 14 vendors coming into my store with 2 Rizzes, and they're giving me extra labor and everything because we're doing a prototype Mother's Day display.
What? Sound like a lot.
So the needle ain't moving, bro.
I'm ready.
They ain't never doing that for Father's Day.
That shit just made me ready to go.
Or hey, when I tell you, they were like, we're gonna have everybody in here to see it. So let's make sure.
With great power comes great responsibility. So
I was like,
you the man, right?
no, I don't want none of that. I don't want the
You don't want to be the man anymore.
No, turn the lights off.
All right, man.
I'm good.
So we'll see y'all not next week.
Man, we're gonna figure it out.
We'll figure
Next
it out.
week. I mean, the week after.
We gotta give a shot. I think we should still give a we're gonna do something for the moms, like a shout out.
No count.
Yeah.
Like a quick little.
Didn't we do that last? We did that last year.
Last year,
Oh
yeah.
my God, do
we
another
did that
one.
shit last year, man.
So this is this.
What about? Listen, we always
copy and
doing.
paste it.
We always doing something for the mothers. What about the motherfuckers, man?
Oh my God.
Whoa.
What about them? They don't get no
what
love?
a
We done.